So we are recording. So Tuesday, I've been told to make it Tuesday light. So we'll see how that goes. Oh, my cross-legged seat. I can't believe it. And I've said it before, for so long, I couldn't comfortably sit in a cross-legged seat because I had issues with this left hip. But life is, you be patient and things just get better and better, I think. So everyone take a deep breath in and then sigh it out. And one more deep breath. And let it go. Remembering as we practice today, you don't have to do everything I do. You can rest whenever you want. I'm sure you don't do everything I do. And that's okay. No pain, sensation. And my little saying, breathe, focus, and surrender to the pose. So now focus on your breath. Focus on what you feel. And just notice. And come into that three-part breath. No hesitation as you inhale from the belly through the middle chest and into the upper chest. Transitioning smoothly to a long exhale and then back into another three-part breath. Unfurl the brow, release the jaw and the shoulders. Just let it all go, settling into the mat. Good. Opening the eyes, bring the hands to the knees or the thighs, lift up tall. And bring the arms wide, turn the palms toward the front of the mat. Get long through the spine, and on your inhale, take the hands and arms back, point the fingers behind. Oh yeah. Feel that down the arms, across the chest, exhaling. Hands come to the knees, chin to the chest, rounding back. Release. Inhaling, take the arms wide, draw them back, lift the gaze, reach, and exhaling, hands to the knees, chin toward the chest. And one last time, big, wide stretch, reaching back. And exhaling, hands to the knees, release. And coming up tall, draw the shoulders back. As you inhale, lift the shoulders up toward the ears and take the points of the shoulders back and down. Yeah, moving the chest forward and release. Exhaling, inhaling the shoulders toward the ears. And then back and down. And release. And one more time, lifting the shoulders, drawing them back and down. Gently move the head, keeping that neck relaxed. Strong through the upper back here. One more breath. And release. Good, all right, shoulder rolls. Just move the shoulders and move the head. Let the chin drop down toward the chest and draw the chin over toward the right shoulder. And then center and over toward the left. And center and right. And center and left. And the chin in the center, bringing the head back up. Oh, good. All right. Bring the hands out to the side, fingertips down on the floor. Get tall, turn the palms up, inhale, and the hands lift. Taking the gaze up toward the ceiling, palms come together and reach the fingers up to the ceiling. Exhaling, reaching wide, taking up space, hands come down. Long, deep inhale, palms turn up, hands lift. Reaching wide, exhaling, hands come down. And one more time, turning the palms up. Palms together, turn the gaze straight ahead and draw the arms back. Really reach up and back. Breathe. And open wide, exhaling the hands down. Taking a minute here, a deep breath in. And exhale and let it go. And bring the left hand across to the right knee, lifting tall, spiral to your right. Inhale, come to center, and that gentle twist to the left. And coming back to center, and I always like to do another twist to the right with the right arm extended, gazing back. And coming to center, extended twist to the left. Ah, yes, coming back to center. Coming up tall, take the chest toward the top of the mat, heart moves forward, spine is long. Noticing the sensations in the hips here. Good, breathe. And then release the head down toward the mat, rounding down. As you inhale, round up. Drawing the shoulders back, the hands come back onto the thighs, pressing the chest forward again. Exhaling, releasing down. And inhaling, round up. Get tall, and last time, coming forward, exhaling down. And inhaling, rounding back up. Yeah. Extend the right arm out in front. Get tall, and as you inhale, lift the right hand to the ceiling, following the up there with the gaze, reaching high, and bring the left hand out, arc over left to your left. And bringing the right hand up, gaze lifts, reaching, and exhale, release. Extend the left arm out in front. Get tall, and hand lifts, reaching, and the right hand comes out, arcing right. Reaching up and out. Left hand to the ceiling, gaze lifts. And exhaling, release. Good, moving those shoulders and moving the head. Good, all right. So cup the knees with the hands, and as you exhale, just let the chin come down toward the chest and rounding back, release. And as you inhale, coming forward, chest moves forward as the head lifts, gaze to the ceiling, shoulders back, exhaling, chin to chest. And coming up, gaze lifts, and exhale, round. And one more time, drawing the shoulders back, lifting the gaze, jut the jaw, and exhaling round. And coming up. Good. Some circles here, coming forward, and then take the body to the right, and then round back. And to the left, coming up, to the right and back. Inhaling forward and exhaling back. And go the other way, taking the body to the right and forward and to the left and back. And one more circle. And just release back now, cupping the knees, chin to chest. And coming up, reverse the cross of the legs. This is one I never used to like it when a teacher would say that. Oh, reverse across the legs, oh no. Good, coming up tall. Exhale, coming forward gently here, because one side is going to be different from the other side. And coming back up, take the heart toward the right knee, and now come over the right knee. And inhaling up, take the chest and heart to the left and come over the left knee. This one is a toughie for me. Breathe. And inhaling, come back up and bring out the right leg. Place the fingers behind the knee, pressing forward through the heel. Draw the outside edge back toward your face, spread the toes, and circle the toes. And go the other way. And point and flex, and point and flex, and point and flex. And then turn the toes out to the right. Big old outer rotation in the hip. And then to the center and inner rotation here. Pointing the toes to the left. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. And point the toes back up. Press out through the outside edge of the foot. Good. And then bring that foot in, rock the baby. And you know there's not supposed to be any sensation or pain in the knee. You can take that foot down low to do this, or lift it up high. And then with your hand or your strap, extend the leg, stay tall here. And then draw that foot out to the right. Good, all right. And bring it to center. Cross that foot over to the left. Let the shoulders go, extending the right arm, gazing back toward the right hand. And bring the foot back to center and lift the leg a little bit higher. See if you can get there where you're looking up at the toes. And now release, strong through the thigh without leaning forward, pressing through the heel. Scrunch the toes and spread the toes and scrunch the toes and spread the toes. Ah, good. And let that right foot down. Let's take a breath here in this cross-legged seat. And bringing out the left leg. Good. Drawing that outside edge of that foot back toward you. And circle the toes. And go the other way. Good, and point and flex. And point and flex. And point and flex. And turn the toes to the left. And the ceiling, and now over to the right. You're breathing, right? And the toes back to the ceiling, pressing out through the outside edge of the foot. And then bring that foot in. Good. Extend the leg. And the foot to the left. Oh, yeah. And center and crossing over. And coming back to center and lift that leg a little higher. And then release strong through the leg. Scrunch the toes, spread the toes. Scrunch the toes, spread the toes. One more breath. Good. Bring that left foot down. Take a deep breath in. And let it go. Good. Bring the hands out in front, interlace the fingers, press the palms forward. And bring the shoulders away from the ears. And as you inhale, shoulders come back and the hands lift to the ceiling. And exhaling, chin to chest, pressing forward now. Inhaling, tall, pressing the palms up. And exhaling round. And one more time, lifting the hands. Let the gaze go straight ahead. And now take those hands over to the right, lifting the gaze up toward the ceiling to the left. And palms to the ceiling. And now arc over to the left. And coming back up, press the palms up. And exhale, release. Ooh, yes. Good. Come over onto all fours, into table. And remember, you can do this stuff. If your knees are tender or sensitive, you can do this with the hands on the seat of a chair. Nice to have a chair that doesn't go anywhere, doesn't move though, on carpet or a mat or something. Ah, good. So you just kind of wag your tail gently here, side to side. Good. On your inhale, lift the gaze straight ahead, and as you exhale, round up, open the knees a little wide, and bring the hips back toward the heels. And give my left knee a chance to get used to that. Elbows come down, inhaling, lifting back up, gaze lifts, straight ahead, exhaling round, hips coming back. And coming forward and up. Exhaling, round, hips move back. Two more, inhaling up. And exhaling back. Last one, inhale and exhale. Good. Reach the hands up toward the top of the mat and then bring the elbows down behind the wrists. So the elbows are down between the knees and the hands. And then let the head drop down toward the mat. The elbows are in kind of close toward the center of the mat. It's a different sensation for sure. And lifting the head. Now reach the hands all the way up toward the top of the mat. Keep the hips back toward the heels. Pressing the hands and the fingers down into the mat. Let the head release toward the mat. And now you're inner rotating those arms. So the points of the elbows actually point out to the sides. Pressing the thumbs into the mat. On your next inhale, lift the head, coming up forward into knee plank. And then lower. Pressing back up, take the hips back. Exhaling. Inhaling, coming up and forward. And lower, elbows tight to the body. Pressing up and back. Inhaling, coming up and forward. We're going to do 3 more of these, okay? Keep the elbows in tight. Lower. Pressing up, hips come back. Inhaling, coming up. Bending those elbows. Pressing up and back. This is going to be the last one. And coming up. Exhaling as you lower. And hips back toward the heels. Bring the arms in. Rest the head on the arms. Find your child's pose, your wisdom pose. Coming back up into table. Bringing the knees back under the hips. Good. Extend the right arm out to the side. As you inhale, let that right hand lift to the ceiling. Good. Keep the weight balanced on both knees. And as you exhale, bring the right hand down and under. Thread the needle right side of the face to the back. Reaching through. And the left hand goes where you want it to go. Pressing the belly toward the mat as you gently turn the gaze toward the ceiling under that left arm or past that left arm. And the left hand comes back in, lifting back up, extending the right arm, opening to the right. Maybe reaching a little further back. Face is soft, neck relaxed. Not easy to do. And bringing the right hand down, take that breath. Move gently in table. And extend the left arm to the side, inhaling, opening to the left. And exhaling, thread under. Left side of the head to the mat. And gently lifting the gaze up toward the ceiling. And the right hand comes under the shoulder, lifting back up and opening again to the left. And exhaling that left hand down into table. Come into your resting pose if you choose. Extend the left leg. Oh, make it the right leg with the toes down on the mat. Good. Soften through the chest, through the heart. So not hunched up. So the right hip is dipping down toward the mat. Bring that foot hip height. Left arm extends, awkward pose. And exhale, bring the left hand down, slide that foot out to the right and toward the front of the mat. Point the toes in, flatten the foot, and now let the belly soften as you gently move the hips back. And coming forward, take that foot back hip height, bend the knee, flex the foot, and then gently lift that knee a little higher, and then lower, a little higher, and lower, and a little higher. And now bring the right knee down, come into your resting pose or just move gently in table. Good. Right. And extend the left leg, toes on the mat. Bring that foot hip height, extending the right arm, awkward pose. And that lifted thigh is inner rotated, toes pointing straight down. And bring the right hand down, slide that foot out to the left and forward. Let the heart soften and gently move hips toward the back of the mat. And coming back forward, take that foot back, hip height, bend the knee, flex the foot, then lift the left knee a little higher and ease it down and lift a little higher. Ease it down and lift a little higher. And bring the left knee down. Come back into your resting pose. Release that low back. Now coming back up into table, find your block or something, and we're going to come to standing on our knees. Hope your knees will take that. And put the block between the heels of your feet. We haven't done camel in a long time, so we're going to try camel. So flex your toes. The toes are curled under here. And you're squeezing that block between the ankles. Lift the right hand up to the ceiling and then take that right hand back to the block, or if you can get there, to your heels. And I just have my fingertips on the corner of that block because I want my body straight up and down here. At least the thighs perpendicular to the floor. And then lift the left hand to the ceiling and reach and breathe. Pressing the hips forward, reaching up and back. One more breath. And exhaling, release, coming back down into your table, still squeezing that block. Yeah, all good. And now coming back up to the knees, lifting the left hand to the ceiling, and let that left hand drift back, fingertips to the edge of the block, corner of the block, lifting the right hand. Oh, good. Pretty intense here. See if you can soften through the heart. Breathing deeply One more breath. And exhaling, coming back. And we won't do full camel. That's a half camel, and that's plenty enough. So coming back into table, bring the hips back into your resting pose. And coming forward into table, curl the toes, pop up into downward facing dog. Goodness gracious, our hour's disappearing fast. Ah, good. Wag your tail. Good. Take the weight from one foot to the other. And lift the right foot high. Good. Pressing back, up and back through that right heel. Good. Bend the right knee. Look underneath the right arm. So you're opening those hips to the right. And then take the right foot back to the ceiling and down to the mat. Take a breath. And then lift the left leg as high as you can. And then bend the left knee, looking under the left arm, taking the left foot out to the right. And that foot back to the ceiling, down to the mat. Good. Bend the knees, press back. Shake the head no and yes. And step the feet toward the hands. You're saying, oh, good. Come into half lift. Make sure those toes are pointed straight to the top of the mat. Bend the knees, come into forward fold. And press one heel into the mat and the other. And press with the feet to round up. Take the arms wide, reaching, fingers spread, hands lift. And exhaling, mountain pose. Good, all right. Let's do our spinal flow. Press down with the feet, inhale the arms up. Exhale the right arm down, arc right. And right hand lifts, reaching, exhaling, arc left. And inhaling. And now that twist to the right, arms wide, palms toward the ceiling. Inhaling up. And that wide twist to the left. Inhaling up. Bring the hands through the heart. Long spine, knees bent as you come into forward fold. Release the head. Press the hips up. And now bend the knees, hands in front. Press into the mat, coming up. Inhaling back. Exhaling up, gaze straight ahead, reaching to the ceiling, and exhale the arms wide, mountain pose. Good. Yoga flop. Good. Let's just step into or move into warrior one. So step back with the right foot, 2 lanes for the feet. And the chest toward the front of the mat. Hips are cocked a little bit back. And then bend. That right hip is back just a little bit. Bend that front knee, keeping the heel under the knee or ahead of the knee. Press down through the outside edge of that back foot. Get tall here. Settle low. Still strong through the back, through that back heel. And then bring the arms up, warrior one. Take the arms wide, hinge into airplane, pressing the belly into that left thigh, gazing straight down. And let the hands come down to the mat. Fingertips can touch the mat. And then lift back, warrior one. Hands in prayer to the heart, up on the back toes, and step forward. Good. Step it out. Now step back with the left foot. Pretty good step. Again, 2 lanes for the 2 lanes for the feet. Bend the front knee. Get strong through the back leg. Get low. Lift up tall. Warrior one. Keeping that right knee to the outside. Strong here. Arms wide, hinge into airplane. Hands come down, fingers touch. Back to warrior one. And hands in prayer to the heart, up on the back toes. Step forward. Good. A little pop on my right ankle that time there. Okay, from the top of the mat, let's bring the feet together. So the balls of the feet are touching, but the heels are a little bit separated. And now if your knees will do this, just bend the knees, stay long through the spine as you come down into a squat, coming up onto the toes. And then press with the toes coming up. And good. And now you can take your normal stance in mountain. And I've got about a fist distance between my feet, the width of a fist. Good, mountain pose. Inhale the hands up and dive into the forward fold. Remember a little bend in the knees, reduce the head. Inhale, half lift. And big steps back into plank. Knees can come down. Take a breath in plank. And then lower down, chest touches first. Good. Yes, release. And now come into cobra. Toenails on the mat. And pressing up into table. You can do figure 4 here. You can come with me, and I'm going to be doing pigeon. So bring that right knee toward the right elbow. Take that right foot across the mat. Walk the left foot back toward the back of the mat. And when you're where you need to be, come up on the fingertips. Spider fingers. And then exhale and lower into pigeon. Be nice to that right knee. And remember, the right thigh is parallel to the edge of the mat. We'll be here for about 7 or 8 deep breaths. Last breath. And lifting the head, bringing the hands under the shoulders, and take that right knee back. Take a breath in table. And then bring the left knee toward the left elbow, and then walk the left foot across the mat. And that left shin is about a 45-degree angle toward the back. Again, checking the left thigh parallel to the edge of the mat. Spider fingers. Get it tall. Exhale and just lower into pigeon. This is one of those surrender poses. Two more long, deep breaths. Good. Bring the hands under the shoulders and take the left knee back. And now bring both feet around to the front. Good. Come up into boat, into Navasana. Good. You can extend the legs straight out in front. You can open the legs wide. You can bring your hands in prayer, reaching the fingers forward between wide legs. Lots of things you can do here. Two more deep breaths. Good. Now bring the feet in together into cobbler pose. Yes. And bring the knees up. Feet hip width, halfway in. Come into reverse table if you choose, or not. Fingers point to the front of the mat as you lift the hips forward and up. And exhale and lower. Hands behind the knees, coming down to your back. Good, all right. Extend the left leg. Bring the right knee into the chest. Circle the toes. And with the right hand, take the right knee out to the right. And to the ceiling, and extend the right leg and bring the left knee into the chest. And the knee to the left. And the knee to the ceiling. Bring the right knee in beside the left. Good, gently rocking side to side. Both feet to the ceiling. Just a couple of breaths here. Strong through the legs, pressing through the heels. And bend the knees and bring the feet down, hip width, arms wide. Let the knees go right. Turn your gaze to the left. Knees to the ceiling, knees left, gaze right. And knees to the ceiling. Legs long, big, full body stretch. Inhale deeply, reaching back, pressing forward with the feet. And exhale into your resting pose, Savasana. Good, gently move, let the breath deepen. And when you're ready, you can roll, pressing up. Tuesday light. Namaste. The light in me honors the light in you.